There's a very good chance that this beautiful banker's bag from Midland Bank PLC represents a dead bank. I don't know, I haven't looked. But it also represents a change in our world and society from coins. The future of cash is up for question. Where will it be? Will our modern cash be replaced with digital currencies and be discarded onto the pile of history that is something like this pile of beautiful old silver coins? Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another Precious Metal Ramble. The future of cash is in question. It's part of the modern world, and one day it might go altogether, replaced by the digital currencies that we all love and hate. So what is the future for the coins that we have in our circulation? Well, they're not made of silver like they used to be, like this giant bag of incredible 50% silver coins from the United Kingdom, the history of our coinage in this bag. So what is the future? Well, we'll ask that question and a little bit more in today's video as we go through and have a look at this beautiful 7.5 kilos of 50% silver coins. So it's quite a big batch of silver in here. And we'll have a look and we'll talk a little bit about the future of cash. So if you're enjoying this video as we go, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, then please do feel free to consider subscribing if you enjoy what we're doing. These coins are alive. They're moving on their own. It's fantastic. Right. So coinage, silver coinage. I mean, it's gone, isn't it? Let's be honest. There are very few in circulation silver coins out there in the world, and none that I know of that are really sort of modern countries that are issuing silver coins. It's just not financially viable to do. And it's been a sad state of the world since the decline of the gold standard back in the early part of the 20th century. Oh, it's all going to go everywhere. There we go. It's out. So that slow decline in the 20th century to a point where we did not need it anymore. And I've talked a bit about this in the past, where silver in coins, it's one of those things that is good because, of course, it's real and it's there, but we only attribute value to silver because we are very strange animals that seem to attribute value to silver. You know, you can't eat it, you can't clothe yourself with it, you can't keep warm with it. It's basically just a medium from which we do things. And it was replaced by another medium that was a lot more convenient and a lot more cost effective as well. Some people don't like that idea, and of course there's a lot of people out there who still think that gold and silver should be circulating currencies. Now, I'm talking a little bit about this in its relation to how we are in the modern world now, because of course things are basically changing once again, and we're moving away from this medium of real coins that were in our pockets, or banknotes that we go to the banks with, or go to shops with, I should say, and use to buy things. And we're changing the way that we live as human beings, and we're replacing that with basically cashless societies. And it's a transition. Now, you've got to look at these coins here and say, well, these don't exist in circulation anymore for a reason. They are too expensive. Real coins, real modern coins, are expensive to make. They cost money for any governments. And of course, it's much easier, safer to transact online than it is with a big lump of cash. Now, it's not necessarily as convenient for some people in some circumstances, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think that we'll see the complete eradication of cash altogether. There will always need to be a means for people to pay with something real, in real person, in real life. What happens if the computers go down? What if the internet is down and things can't work with the digital currencies and the bank cards and everything that's going on? So we are seeing, of course, these beautiful old coins here that they have gone. They are not in circulation here in the United Kingdom anymore. In America, of course, there are still some silver coins out there in the world. Eventually, they'll all be snapped up by those coin roll hunters and people that find them, or the mint themselves as they get coins back in, and they will then melt them down and reuse them, for example. So one day, there won't be any more silver coins in the world to just find, and they will become collector's items. Now, that's not going to happen for modern day cash, and you're not going to see, I mean, there'll be a little bit of it. People will have a few little bits of coins in their collections, but you know, these are history. These are special, and they are something just a little bit different from your bog standard world. And look, you know, we just don't get things like this anymore. Midland Bank PLC. I don't even know if they're still in business, and that's not necessarily what I'm referring to, that Midland Bank PLC are a bank, but the fact that they used to have cash bags with locks on. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, this big batch of silver was sold earlier this week. So I wanted to transition now from talking about maybe the future of cash and where it's going to be to 50% UK silver coinage. It's basically the UK version of junk silver. And this is the first time I've really got my hands on a quite decent proportion of 50% silver from the UK. And I have to say, it's so good. It's so amazing. I just wish they made coins like these still in today's money. Goodness me, we have lost something, I think, with the modern 50p's and £2 and everything. And yes, they say that the new pound coin is meant to be incredibly difficult to fake, but I don't really care. I mean, the coins look too good like this. Can you imagine just going into the everyday part of your life using coins like these? And oh, it's just phenomenal. Now, as an investment, because that's what these are, basically, they are difficult. They are spot price. That's the thing. We sold these on our buyers club for spot price, and they went pretty quickly. It was like 2 hours for this entire 7 kilo batch, 7.5 kilo batch. I sold it in lots of 250, so 50% silver, of course. That means 250 grams divided by 225 grams, about 4 ounces exactly. And we charged £70, which was spot price at the time. The biggest issue with these is selling them to somewhere like a dealer. The dealers will give you like literally a third of spot price for these kind of coins. It's not good at all. So always do factor in that these types of things are very much to Joe Public as a selling mechanism. If you go to a dealer with these, you will get hosed, even on spot price. Now, I don't really understand that, simply because I believe spot price should be the reflection of what price things are worth and you get money for. But the dealers don't have anything to do with it other than to sell it at spot price to somebody else. So they want to make money on it. And if they can't, then they won't buy it. It's that simple. So it's always worth thinking about if you're looking to buy old junk silver like this, and really understand what market you're getting into when you're buying it, for sure. But there is something to be said about this giant pile of history and the money that we have. It will be interesting to see how the market for this kind of coinage develops into a future where we don't have any currency. You know, I genuinely am concerned that perhaps not in my lifetime, but maybe in future generations of the Backyard Bullion clan, there might be a time when coins are long forgotten, or they're so sort of niche now because there are these digital currencies and the replacement for cash that people don't really know what they're all about. I mean, I bet there are a lot of people in this world that if you take all of this stuff out to them, they will not know a single thing about it. They will be like, well, it's a foreign coin. It's obviously not a British coin. They won't know. They just won't know. It's part of our history that's being lost, unfortunately. As an old fuddy-duddy myself of these types of things, it does make me sad to see this pile of history sort of discarded to one side, but that's kind of the nature of the world. So where will we be in 10 years' time? We won't see the decline of cash. So, you know, part of this video topic is talking about the future of cash and how we can relate to the past. I think we can learn a lot from the past, and the fact that these went out of fashion, went out of popularity with the governments and countries around the world is, I think, evidence that it is probably going to happen again for real cash that we have right now. I say real cash, this is real cash, you know what I mean, the physical cash we use in society right now. Things will change and we'll have to roll with it. Whether or not you will embrace the full craziness of CBDCs, there's a lot of misinformation out there about CBDCs and everything, and I don't really want to go into that in today's video, but inevitably there will be lots of people commenting in the comment section about it and moaning about it and privacy and all of that, and I don't really want to get into it. But what we can say for sure is that things will change. We've just got to roll with it, haven't we? So it is what it is. But we can at least enjoy and salivate over a giant pile of silver, and I'm very fortunate that the seller of all of this, the gentleman who had all of this to part with, said that I could keep the bag, and that's really cool because I love these types of things, this bit of history here. It will be a bit sad that the bag has no longer got a boatload of silver in it. Hey, look at that! I have missed one little coin. It will be sad that it doesn't have a boatload of silver in it anymore, but I don't know, it's a cool thing. I will use it, I will enjoy it, and I will keep it. It's very, very cool. Midland Bank PLC, I wonder if they're still in business. Who knows, eh? Anyway, That's enough from me. If you've enjoyed today's little ramble about silver, about coins and the future of money, then do not forget to hit that like button. It does a lot more than you think to help YouTube channels. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to get in on something like this when we have stock in for the Backyard Bullion Buyers Club, then email me to join my newsletter. It's a burgeoning list of over 1,000 people now who are very keen bullion buyers. And likewise, if you've got anything to sell on the Bullion Buyers Club, then get in touch too. My emails are down in the description box below. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, especially to my Backyard Bullion Ramblers and the Cool Kids Club members. We'll see you next time on the Friday video. That's it, isn't it? It's Wednesday today. Haha, it's a very long day. I've got a lot of packaging to do. Right, I'm off. I'll see you soon. Have a great week.